Hi everyone, I'm Bob Bannister from iManageAcademy.com. If you haven't joined us yet over there, go over and subscribe. There's loads of free content and a really exciting place to learn and develop your management skills and capability. So let me talk to you about motivation. I want to suggest this: motivation may be worthless. Now that's a strange thing to suggest, but let me try and explain that for you. If I'm an athlete and I get up one morning to do my training, there's a fair chance that I can feel motivated, but equally a fair chance that I don't feel motivated, simply because my motivation goes up day after day, up and down. It's a roller coaster, in fact. Some days I might feel really up for it, and other days I really might not feel like it at all. And those two feelings can be quite polar and quite split. So what's important if I'm going to be successful as an athlete? Well, actually commitment's the important thing, not motivation. Because if I'm committed to something, I'll get up and do the training irrespective of whether I feel motivated or not. So it's really valuable to ask ourselves what causes us to commit to things. Because commitment, if I'm a manager or a leader wanting to inspire and motivate my team, there's many things I can do to do that, but actually I also need to work on commitment and create a committed team, because that bashes through kind of low morale, downtimes, failures, disappointments, all those things a committed team can force through. So let's answer that question. What causes us to be committed? I'm going to suggest there are three things. First is this: I will commit when I understand what I'm committing to. If I don't understand it, then I can't truly be committed. People often will say, yeah, I'll do this thing, or I'll do that thing, or I'll join this club, or whatever it might be, but actually fail fairly early days because they aren't actually committed. And that's because they hadn't realised the intensity of the demand of the thing they'd committed to, or the amount of time it was going to take up, or the amount of energy, or whatever it might be. So I commit when I understand what I'm committing to, and understand that properly, I can truly commit. My second thing is this: I commit when I don't fear failure. It's obvious, really, isn't it? I'm not going to commit to something I think I'm going to fail at. So creating an environment where I don't feel failure is immensely helpful in getting commitment from my team. And the third idea is this: when I perceive there are benefits from committing to something, then I'll be willing to throw my lot in. If I see a reward, if I see a return in some way, if I see some value coming back in whatever way that value may manifest itself, I'm more willing to commit because I see the return, that benefit. So to summarize that, I've come up with 3 Ds that help us to remember this and help you as a manager to create a committed team. First D is determine. Determine what this commitment will take. Make sure your people understand what's involved in the commitment. Make sure they understand the vision and what's required to make that vision come about, and really articulate that clearly, because they will commit better when you've determined what that commitment will take. The second D is defended, or defend. Defend your people, because when they're safe and fear is removed, they will be prepared to commit to a situation. So defend them, kind of hedge around them, protect them. Make sure that they have a safe environment in which they can operate. I guess definitely we could say physically safe, but also safe in that terms of politically safe around the organisation, and let them know that you are watching out for them and you will stand by them whatever circumstances manifest themselves. So determined, defended, dividend is the third D. Make sure that your people understand the payback. What is the return? What is the win if they commit to this scenario? Help them to see the benefit of going on this journey and committing to the team cause. Because once they've got that, they'll be much more willing and ready to throw their lot in. So 3 Ds: determine, defended, dividend. 3 ideas that help us to create a committed team. So join us at iManageAcademy.com, subscribe to the YouTube channel, catch us sometime at a future date.